Okay, today I want to talk about the makeup I have used the most this year, or like this year slash recent month. So like some product I only purchased recently, so it's gonna be like most used recently, but some of them are like most used for this whole year. And I think this is a little bit different than like the favorite, because sometimes some products maybe it's not my favorite, but I have like used it very often for some reason. In today's video, I'm just gonna exclude whatever product is in my project pan, because if it's in my project pan, I naturally would just use them the most because I'm trying to pan them. First of all, let's start with complexion. I don't know if this should count, but it's a sunscreen. It's a tinted sunscreen. It's the Skin Aqua Tone Up Essence. It's a Japanese drugstore brand. They have like several shades, and this is in mint green. On the camera, somehow it looks white, but it actually has this green tint. It just naturally brightens up my skin. So whenever I don't really want to use any base product, I just use this one. I don't know if it's noticeable on the camera, but this arm is a little bit brighter and more even than this one. I don't even think you can tell, but in real life, if you apply it on your face, when I apply it on my face, I can tell. And it's not those kind of like super stark white, so bright, make your face look like you apply concrete type of like brightening. It's natural, and also I think it's because of the green tint. My body, like I am like very olive. When I like place my arm next to my friend, I look green. Like my body look green, but my face is more on the neutral side. It like has a little bit more pinky tone. So if I don't use any base product to match my face with my like neck, there's a lot of acne happening right now. But yeah, if I don't use anything to match, my face look pinkier, like a lot of pinkier. I think this can somewhat tone down it, not totally, but tone down it a little bit and make my face tone like sinking to my body a little bit more. The formulation is very nice. It's not sticky. This doesn't feel sticky at all right now. It's set. And when it's set, it doesn't set into those like very dry feeling. It just feels like you haven't applied anything, which is what I prefer for sunscreen. The only downside is it's not waterproof at all. Like if you just drop water on your skin, it will come off. I'm not like a super sweaty person, so I didn't care that much, and mostly I just use this in the cooler months, so like it doesn't really matter that much. I am almost done with this. And the powder, the brand is saying Orbis, which is a Japanese drugstore or like affordable brand, but this is just an empty case. It's the RMCA no color powder. I use this a lot this year. It's probably because this is like one of the only ones that I still have in my collection. I decluttered a lot of powder and used up a lot of other powders as well. This powder, I think it's just a great powder. It's not the best that I have used, but for the price, you just can't beat it. And it's not drying, but it's setting your makeup super well, so it doesn't really move. But it has a little bit white cast, I have noticed. I don't think the no color is entirely true. It still leaves some cast. But some people of color, use this and they say it's no color. So I guess it's working different for everyone. For me, I can tell a little bit cast. I guess it's still because my olive skin tone, giving my face is pinkier than my body. I just feel like the slight tone change on my face will just be like super noticeable. against my body because the olive skin tone. That's my personal experience. This is another product that I rarely show on my channel. It's the RMS Beauty Lip to Cheek Glow Quad. The 4 shades are Rosé Luminizer, Lost Angel, Spell, and Beloved. I actually love most of the shades here, and especially this highlight. This is such a nice color. I don't really like the formula because this is super sticky. It never sets down, but the color and the finish is so nice, so I still use it. You can use it on top of powder. It doesn't really disturb the stuff underneath. Like, it's not gonna be a mess, but it's gonna turn your base sticky. For now, I have my fringe, so probably not the best idea to use this because I now have a lot of hair like in my face. So, but the finish is still nice. And actually the 3 blush colors, I love these 2, like on a natural makeup day. And this one I can use as a lip tint almost. This one I just warm it up a little bit because I believe this brand loves coconut oil, and with coconut oil and in the winter you definitely have to warm it up before you use it. I already had some color on my lips. I think you can still see. It's a pretty nice tint if you apply it on your lip. I feel like I can also use this color on my cheek, but I just have to be super careful with it because it's a super vibrant pinky red, like a strawberry kind of shade. But I do really like this one to use on the lips as a tint. It's like a very natural tint, not too much pigmented. I'm thinking I might put this into project pan for the next year to hopefully use this up on the next year because I love it. But this is a clean brand. The shelf life is 9 months after opening, which this one has definitely passed that window. But it still smells fine, so I guess it's okay to use this, but I just want to finish it quick. Oh, another base product that I forgot is actually this concealer from Dior, Backstage Flash Perfection Concealer, and I use the shade 1W, which is a little bit light for my skin tone, but I often mix this with the very famous Dior, the big, super big chunky concealer, the corrector or something. I really like this formula because it's a very thin formula. It's not thick at all, but it has great coverage for some reason. And the great coverage is not those like super full coverage. If you use a little amount, you can still make it very natural. So I actually like to use this either mixed with that one like I mentioned, or use this when I'm not wearing any like major makeup but I just want to feel a little bit better. I just apply this one to even out the whole face a little bit, and I apply this one like on the area that I want to highlight a little bit, like this area. I literally scrape the majority of the product on the brush with it like this. Like you can see the majority of the product is scraped on the bottle, and I like gently paint like a little dot. And it works well. It's such a natural highlight on the face, and because it's thin, it doesn't feel the texture is different than the other parts. You are not having any other products and it doesn't seem obvious. Yeah, I just like to use the one in that way. Melt Stargazer highlight. This is actually such a great highlight. I don't know why I rarely see people talk about it. I have this for years and it's a baked formula. It's so fine. I think this is one of the only powder highlights that doesn't look that much like powder highlight on your skin. Like I think you can even tell on my finger, it's such a smooth formula, like a silky smooth formula. If you just blend it well, it just gives you a very natural glow to your skin, which I really like. I right now don't really like those super intense like foil liking highlighter, like just on this part you can even see where it starts. I don't like that anymore. But yeah, I still like this one. I mostly actually very specifically use this like on my inner corner like this, but it looks super natural, right? I don't really use this that much on my cheeks. It's just because I was trying to pen another highlight. But if I wasn't doing that, I totally would use this a lot on my cheeks, just like this. You can even just apply it on your finger. It applies super well just with your finger. And it's like super natural. I really like this one. The new nude melting color balm in the shade 51 is from Armani. I guess, I don't know. I guess this one is being discontinued because most shades are out of stock. They didn't announce it, so I don't know. Maybe they are just having a hard time to produce this. I don't know, but at least a lot of shades are out of stock on a lot of websites, so that's what I'm guessing. But this is a great formula. It's somewhere between a powder and a balm, but more on the powder side. I feel like this is 80% powder and 20% of like balmy type of product. So it melts into your skin super well. I never have a hard time to blend this. Yeah, I just really like it. Very good for daily usage. I have two that I use a lot on my eyes. I think this one I don't even need to mention. I mentioned this a lot of time. It's a CanMake Quick Lash Color. This is the only mascara that I have that I would use. Every other mascara either smudge on me or will weigh my eyelash down or make them super thick. But this one make my eyelash longer and like more visible, because my eyelash is like very thin, so you almost wouldn't be able to see it. But yeah, this one is just making them stay in place so well, never smudge on me. It's just, I just trust this one. I don't really stock on makeup, but I have 4 in stock because I just know this is the only mascara I'm just ever gonna use at this point. Because every time I try a new one, I be disappointed. And this is also from CanMake. It's their Lasting Liquid Liner. It's in the shade 2, which is a deep brown shade. And I think you can tell how precise this one can do. Like, I can't even see that well. But this one is so precise. I can even draw my like lower eyelash with it. Can you tell the lower eyelash that I draw on here? Because I have like maybe 5 hairs on my lower lash line. So all of this hair looking thing is from this eyeliner. And I fill my the gap of my upper eyelash with this as well, and I draw my wing with this as well. So it's doing a lot of work. And it's a brush tip, and the tip is longer than a lot of ones that I have used before. I don't know how I felt about that in the beginning that I had this product, but right now I use this a lot of times, so I am like used to that. And because how much precision it has, and the brush is like so bendable, and that I think that's why I can draw like so precise hair with it, and I can even use this as an eyebrow pen. This is how versatile it is, and I just love it so much. It doesn't smudge at all. So these two, the combo, never smudge on me. My eyes, 99.9% of the product on the market will smudge. I think I just have super oily eyelid. It's to the point that if I don't wash my face in like, sometimes I like when I'm depressed, I probably don't wash face for a full day. Like I just wash my face once in a day. In that case, my eyes feels a little bit hurt because the oil will get into my eye. so I will like cry tears because my own oil gets into my eye. Yeah, that's how oily my eyelids are. That's why most of the product I have tried, no matter how good people say like they don't smudge, it doesn't matter, it all smudge on me. But these two, never. Okay, for lips. For lip liner, I actually am not that picky about lip liner formulas. I just picky about the shades. And these are the two I think I use the most. And I don't know if these are still available. These are the ColourPop lip pencils. Of course, they redone the package. I don't know if they changed the formula and the shades, but I think a lot of the shade they had before, they still have right now. But the two I had is Skimpy and 951 or 951. I don't know. Especially Skimpy, I think it's such a close shade to my natural lips. 951 is just a shade like a touch darker. I think this is in the very famous Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk family. These two mixed together probably can get close to that shade. I think I might can use a little bit of Skimpy right now. The one thing they have with this collection is this, but I kind of find it convenient because I can just do this and sharp this part and put this back. That's what I do because I don't require my lip pencil to be super sharp. I almost prefer it to be a little dull because I want a blurred lip line. I don't want it to be very sharp. So a dull tip just help with that. And also, if I just sharp the outer part, the sharpener won't get messy with the inner part of the actual lip liner, right? And that's why I actually prefer it to be this way. Yeah. Let's apply this. My lip is very uneven on both sides because I actually lost a tooth on this side, like on the back, so I can't really chew food with this side, so I have this side as my favorite side to chew food. So this side, the muscle I think the muscle loss is like, or I should say I just lost a lot of muscles on this side of my face. So I think this side, the lips, is smaller than this side. This is like years and years of like favoriting this side to chew. I think evening that with this lip liner, it's still not the same shape. Like I can tell that. But I think for the part that I draw this lip liner on, you can hardly tell. I think if I don't tell you I have lip liner only on this side, you wouldn't really notice that much, right? It's basically the same color as my lips, and that's why I like it. And you can see how like small it got. Yeah, I like the formula. It's like a creamy formula. It's not very hard to apply, and it's also easy to blend. I can just use my finger like this. It's super easy. I wouldn't say this is my favorite formula or anything, but because I have it and I love the shade, and I'm not super picky about the formula. Like I said, this year is a big lip tint year for me, at least the second half of the year. I discovered that lip tints nowadays are actually very, very different than it was before, because I have tried lip tints in the past, and the lip tints in the past is just not it. Like, it's first of all staining your lip too much, and I mean, if it's staining your lip in the correct color, then I guess staining it like strongly wasn't a bad thing. But it will just, all of the lip tints will just stain your lip in this super ugly bright magenta pink. I think if you have tried lip tints in the past, you can agree with me, and it makes your lips so dry, and a lot of times the stain, despite the color being ugly, it actually only clean on the dry patches of your lip. So it's not actually tinting your lip, it's just tinting on the dry skin of your lip that's already gonna come off. And you can just see the people wearing lip tints, like only the inner part of the dry patches has color and the other parts are like bare. That's what I was thinking about lip tints. But with all these years, it has evolved so much. That's not the case anymore. And these are the three that I really loved this year, especially this one. It's actually supposed to be like a lip gloss, I think, or a lip lacquer. It wasn't supposed to be a lip tint, but it serves the same purpose. It's from Flower Nose. First of all, the packaging is just so cute. It looks like a bottle of champagne or something. And it's their Mermaid series, and this is GE06. And I just love this formula so much because it's so comfortable on the lips and it leaves you color behind when the shine fades. It's not like tinting your lips so much, but the color just stays, so it's basically serves the same purpose as lip tint, right? I got this color, which is like a pinky color. The shine is actually not like the most shine that I've gotten from a lip product, but it's like looking like a very like juicy formula. It feels like a lip oil kind of feeling on your lip, so super lightweight. And I feel like after 1 to 2 hours, the shine will fade and it will leave the almost the same color behind, like on your lips. It's like hard to come off type of color, which I really like. I actually even want to buy more shade when I come back to China, because this one is like very affordable if you buy this, you know, like in China. If you buy this everywhere outside of China, this is like significantly more expensive. I think this is probably around $10 or even cheaper if you buy it like when there's like sale or like valuable sets or anything, which they often done in China. So yeah, I think next time when I get back I will get more shades, because this shade I feel like feels like it's already half empty. I use this a lot. I keep this in my purse and I probably only had this for like 3 months at this point, and it already feels like there isn't that much left inside, which I have to say it only has 3.5 mils of product, which may be why I am like using it up quicker. This one is actually a recent purchase, but I have already used this so much. Peripera Ink Mood Glowy Tint. I think I had like a try on quick review video on my channel, and this is the shade 01. It's peachy orangey color. It will become like a little deeper when you give it time, but it basically is just this color. And it's so the formula is so good. It's again, it feels like lip oil. It's like kind of nourishing even, and it stains your lip super even as well. It doesn't dry out your lip. I feel like before the lip tint formula, if I apply one, the next day my skin the skin on my lip just start to shedding because how dry those lip tints were back in the days. But this doesn't do that. It's super comfortable. I love this one. So yeah, that's my most used makeup on this year, excluding all of the Project Pan products. And I think I will have my Project Pan update probably post like recently, a couple days or like a week later, and I have amazing progress on those products as well. But yeah, these are the most used products in my collection this year. If you have anything that you used the most, feel free to share in the comment. I always eager to know how other people use their makeup, what's their most used product. And yeah, thank you for watching.